Oh, hi! Hi, guys, I didn't see you come in. Welcome to the beautiful island life. Yes, I thought I would picture some warm, sunny rays and some Moana and just living my best math life today on vacation. And I remembered my sunscreen and my water. So, something really exciting happened today. I was out walking on the beach and I came across a bottle that had something rolled up inside. Let me show you what it is. Yeah, it looks like a treasure map, right? So I rode around the island and I just couldn't quite figure out how to know what to do. Like once I got all the way through the line, I got to the X over here and nothing. So I feel like there has to be something more. And the only thing that it said was that an adventure awaits. And there was this one little clue, but I just don't know. Let me read it to you. Maybe you can help me. It said, leave the boat and mark each point on the number line. Start at 0 and end at 1. What is this? Oh, it says the denominator is a lucky or unlucky number, depending on how you see it. Show your work to the magical dolphin. If you're correct, you'll get your next clue. Let me share my screen with you so that you can see the map just a little bit closer. Maybe you can help me be a detective and we can find the secret treasure. Okay, here we go. Okay, friends, so as you can see, I started with this map and I could tell that the word denominator is here and it says get out of the boat and mark each point on the number line. Let me show you the first clue. Mark each point on the number line, start at 0 and end at 1. Well, I did that. But this is the part I wasn't paying attention to because I must have not been reading carefully. I'm so glad that I reread it. That's always a good thing to do. The denominator is a lucky or unlucky number depending on how you see it. Show your work to the magical dolphin. Oh, silly Miss Gerald. If you're correct, you'll get your next clue. That sounds pretty easy. Okay, so we'll get out of the boat and we'll mark each point. So here's the boat and here's the first number line and it says start at 0 and end at 1. Okay, that sounds easy enough. And it says mark each point. So I need to figure out how I'm going to put the fractions on this number line, because if this is 0 and this is 1, then each one of these parts is just a little piece of the whole number. And I remember from lessons before that fractions name part of a whole. So let's just figure out how many jumps or how many pieces we have. So I'm going to say this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 jumps to get to the end. So let's see if that's clear enough for you. So if it's 13 jumps to get to the end, then there's 13 in all. Numerator are the parts, denominator is the whole. So the denominator is 13. There's 13 in all. That's the lucky or unlucky part. Some people think that 13 is a lucky number, and some people say that it's an unlucky number. Well, I'm going to think that if it's on a treasure map, it's probably going to be a lucky number. So I'm going to switch now to a marker so you can see it a little clearer, because I always like to start with a pencil in case I make a mistake. So this would be 1 out of 13, 2 out of 13, 3 out of 13, and then it keeps on going. So if you're following along on your own treasure map that you printed, then you can do this with me now. Feel free at any time to pause the video to catch up. I know I'm a fast writer sometimes. And if you don't have this printed, you can just draw a number line on your own paper right now from 0 to 1 with 13 jumps and label each jump accordingly. 10, 13, 11, 13, 12, 13, and 13, 13. Oh, I know that 13 13s is equal to 1 whole. Now it makes sense. Okay, treasure hunters, so here's an up-close picture of this number line. Just wanted you to see how each jump is labeled precisely. Pause the video if you need to look at it longer. It makes sense. Start at 0, end at 1. Denominator is lucky or unlucky. Okay, let's show it to the magical dolphin. So if we show it to the magical dolphin, we'll wait, and what does he say? Yay! We're correct! Oh, another clue just appeared on my paper. Oh, it's so magical. This is kind of amazing. Okay, I'm going to show you my clue now. Clue number 2. Congratulations! Take the line towards Treasure Island. Name each point on the line. Find the point equivalent. That's a very awesome math word. Equivalent means equal to or the same as. So, on the line, find the point equivalent to 2/3. Be ready to show your work to the mermaids in Mermaid Lagoon. Oh, I wonder if it's the same Mermaid Lagoon that's in Peter Pan. I hope so. I always loved that movie, and I've always wanted to visit Mermaid Lagoon. So we have to find a fraction equivalent to 2/3. Well, starting here, looks like I'm ending here. There was no other clue. Let me switch back to my pencil in case I make a mistake. You know, mistakes are proof for trying. So we just keep going. So I think I might actually turn my paper this way. There we go. So if I start here, this would be 0. I keep counting my jumps, not my lines. So 0, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, okay. So there's 9 in the hole. All right, now the reason I say I count my jumps is because I remember in math class that if I just start counting the lines, I might forget and count this as 1. Because when we start to count, most of the time we just say 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. But when we're counting with fractions, we're always starting at a 0 point, or the starting line. So when we're using a number line or fractions on a number line, we start with 0. And that makes a little bit more sense. So I always say count the jumps, not the lines. Okay. So I have 9 in all, so that means this is 9/9. So now I'm going to grab a marker. I think I might do a different color this time. I feel like I'm feeling sunshine in this orange. See if this one works. 0/9. Oh, and you can see that pretty good. 1 out of 9. That's the unit fraction. A unit names one part of the whole. Unit fraction, one part of the whole. 2/9. 3/9. 4/9. 5/9. 6/9. 7/9. 8/9. And 1 whole, 9/9. So the clue said something about equivalent to 2/3. But this fraction's only in 9ths. getting back to 2/3, and I need to know what fraction is equivalent to 2/3. So I'm going to make my denominators the thing that is going to help me. So if I go from thirds to ninths. So right now I have 9 jumps, and I need to make 3 equal jumps. How can I do that? Pause your screen and see if you can try this at home. And then when you come back, we'll do it together. Okay, did you have some time to think? All right, let's look and see. So when I was thinking about this, I know that 3 can go into 9. 3, 6, 9. So 3 times. So if I use multiplication, 3 times 3 is 9. And then I remember that I sing, whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. Whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. And that makes it equivalent. So if I multiplied 3 times 3 and got 9, then I multiplied 2 times 3 and get, I know, 6. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6. So 6 ninths. Okay, so let's look back. So if 2/3 of the way is 6 ninths, that would be right here. So 3/3 would be right here. I'm going to label that 3/3. I'm going to label 6 ninths, 2/3. So what would be 1/3? What would be 1/3? So I just made 3 quick jumps, and I can see that if there are 1 part of the whole, 2 parts of the whole, 3 parts of the whole, then 2/3 is equal to 6 ninths, 1/3 is equal to 3 ninths, and 3/3 is equal to 9 ninths. Here's an up-close picture of this number line. So now you can see how the ninths, if you put 9 into 3 equal groups, you have 3 sets of 3. So division and fractions are actually the same. So fractions are dividing. So it makes sense to me because when I'm looking at it, I can see 3 equal jumps, and I can also see 9 equal jumps. Okay, so we're going to go to the Mermaid Lagoon. So when we go on our adventure, we get off of our number line and we get onto Treasure Island and we talk to the mermaids that are here. They are so beautiful. And we're going to submit our answer and we're going to wait and see. Hooray! I know, now we have the next clue. It just appeared on my paper. You're not going to believe this, guys. It's so fun. Oh, and it's so fancy written. Let's look at it. It says, what whimsical work. Head to see Ariel's friend Sebastian. His favorite fraction is 6/14. Tell him where it's located on the number line. Sebastian. I'm looking and looking. Oh, I see. Right here. Sebastian. So it looks like I start at the 0 and I go to Sebastian. And it says something about 6/14. I'm going to write that right here. 6/14. I think I have to do another equivalent fractions because just looking at this, there's no way that's 14 lines. If this was 9, that's not 14. So let's go ahead and name our fractions and see if we can make an equivalent. Ready? Let's go. 0, counting jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there are 7 jumps in all. 7 sevenths. So this would be 6 sevenths, 5 sevenths, 4 sevenths, 3 sevenths, 2 sevenths, 1 seventh, and 0 out of 7 or 0 sevenths. Now Sebastian's favorite fraction is 6/14. So I want to write this a little bit bigger because I feel like I need a little bit more room. So I'm going to do 6/14 is equal to how many sevenths? So I encourage you to pause the video and try to figure out this equivalent fraction on your own. Ready? Go! Are you back? Did you figure it out? Did you take a guess? Remember, it's okay not to be right, but it's not okay not to try. So thank you for working your best and your hardest and giving it all. Giving it your all, because we're going to find this treasure together. Okay, here we go. 14/7. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. Whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. So if I have to make my 14 into 7, I know I can divide 14 into 2 equal groups, and that will give me 7. So I'm going to show you my think bubble down here, just in case you missed that. I said 14 can be divided into something and equals 7, and we know that it's 2 equal groups. So that was my think bubble. Just some mental math in my head to help me out. 14 divided by 2 is 7. And now I know that 6 can be divided by 2 as well. 6 divided by 2 is... Oh, I heard a sweet friend tell me. Thank you so much. 6 divided by 2 is... You got it. 3. So if Sebastian wants to go to his favorite fraction, he would need to stop at 3/7, which is also known as 6/14. So I'm going to draw a cute little swirly swirl here for him to know to stop right there. So we'll go and we'll tell Sebastian all about this. Ready? Let's go. All right, Sebastian, we have 6/14. You need to stop at 3/7. And Sebastian says, you're right. Yay. Okay, only 2 more. And then we can see if we get all pieces to the puzzle. All right, let's look at Sebastian. And here, but I'm not seeing another clue. Well, I wonder what happened. I might need to spend some time on the island looking for the clue. So why don't you take this time to practice your fraction skills that we've learned on the first section of our treasure hunt. You'll fill out the Google form, and then I will see you tomorrow as we finish our adventure. I'm sure we'll find clue 4 tomorrow. Don't worry. I'll see you soon. Have a great afternoon. Thanks for learning today. Bye.